Hi guys, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori, and this is going to be a random reading, okay? I happen to just be pulling cards, and these cards came out. I pulled these last night, and I couldn't release the reading, okay? This was so intense, and there's so much going on here. I typically do not do like twin flame readings. If you watch my channel, you know that most of my readings are typically about you. I try to focus on the self, the I, really heavy on the Aries energy of I am, and trying to resolve like shadow work, inner child work. Those are really my like callings. Those are my specialties. Those are the things that I am very interested in myself. I study a lot and try to learn as much as I can in those arenas. However, this reading was, like I said, pulling me in, and I was journaling about it, and I heard Spirit say loud and clear to record. So I pressed the button. We're going to get into it. This is going to be about a divine masculine. So if you believe in the twin flame journey, or if you don't, this is about a divine masculine. I have no idea who this person is. Like I said, I have no idea how these cards even came out. I was kind of clearing my deck and shuffling, and I started to pay attention to the trend and the tone of the reading. And I was like, what is this about? So curiosity definitely drew me into this, and we're going to dig into it together and see what Spirit has to say, okay? These are messages from Spirit and ancestors for sure. We do have the guides card here, which is a part of this message. So we have the Sun card, the Ace of Swords, Justice, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Devil, the Ten of Cups, Death, the Chariot, Four of Wands, Seven of Wands, the Star, Temperance, Judgment, and the Magician. The bottom of the deck is the Emperor. Okay. You'll notice right away why this reading stumped me, right? Why I got caught up in it. We have 15 cards, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these cards are not major arcana. So we have 10 major arcanas. I was like, what in the heck, Spirit? This is absolutely a message. When there's this much energy, there's something that needs to be said. So there's a divine masculine that is absolutely going through a transformation. Spirit is pulling and tugging on this divine masculine energy. We have the divine masculine card here with transformation, guides. We have good fortune at the bottom of the deck here. I have another deck out, which is the disruption card, which is the tower energy in a traditional tarot deck. We have this card of all the time in the world. We have the alchemy of poison. This is transformational lessons, reclaiming personal choice, and radical forgiveness. We have enough for now and always here with you are enough, worthiness, faith in needs being met. Hopefully you guys can see all these cards. I tried to open up my space a little larger than I typically would so that you could see. And then we have the mystery, uncharted territory, and deep knowing. There's a divine masculine that's going through a spiritual awakening, okay? This is a rebirth. I think this masculine has thought that they could escape the lessons in life. It feels very much like this person has been stagnant in their energy, stagnant in healing, stagnant in looking at their inner child wounds, stagnant and resistant is really what I'm picking up on with the Devil and the Seven of Wands. This is pure resistance. Resistance to acknowledging and seeing things for the way that they truly are within themselves. Okay, this is not to bash a divine masculine. My hope and prayer is that a divine masculine will watch this and see their worthiness, because there's a lot of beautiful energy here, and Spirit is absolutely calling this person out of the darkness and into the light. If you're a feminine waiting on your divine masculine to come in, this individual is coming, okay? They are being called out. There's no way you can have the Chariot and Judgment here with the ability to just sit in it. That's not energy that allows you to sit. In addition, the Ace of Wands is in this exact row with the Four of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and the Magician. This person is going to have to take action. Spirit is not allowing them to sit and sulk in like they're showing me a sappy space. So it's almost like this person has been stuck and attached to energies that have been negatively influencing them. Okay, this could be third parties, like family, moms, sister-in-law, baby cousin Tracy's, right? It could be work. It could be the desire to be seen or validated or needed by others. That's what when I'm saying third party energies, that's what I'm referring to. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that this person is, into sexual activities, drugs, alcohol. It doesn't have to be those extremes. It could be, but it doesn't have to be those extremes. I am seeing them be addicted to the need to be needed, addicted to the desire to be needed and wanted. And that comes from childhood wounds that were never ever able to be looked at. With the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Star here, this is showing that someone needs to see things for what they are, right? There's an acceptance in just seeing what these wounds are. And this divine masculine has been trying to cover up and avoid looking at themselves, avoid looking at who they are, looking in the mirror is what I'm hearing. There's been a resistance to that energy because they've been afraid of the light. The dark is more comfortable for this masculine that I'm talking about in this reading, okay? So the masculine thought that they had all the time in the world is what I heard clearly when that card came out. They thought that they could continue to drink from this cup of devilish energy, right? Those third parties that we referred to a little bit ago, they thought that they had time to continue to indulge and engulf in those activities, and that they could continue to feed themselves and their wounds through the means of temporary medicines, because that's what these are. It's like giving yourself Tylenol, right? You know that Tylenol is really not going to take away the pain of having, your gallbladder removed. You probably need something a little more, a little stronger, right? And I'm not giving medical advice at all. I'm just using that as a way to describe what this masculine energy was feeling. They thought that they could soothe their pain through outside sources, through other people. And Spirit is like literally whooping their tail. There's no other way for me to explain this, okay? Spirit is whooping their tails. Spirit is forcing them very gracefully. And it's because they're out of time. That's just the bottom line, guys. They don't have time. Spirit's not playing around anymore. Like there's no time for playing games. Either you're going to rise to the occasion or you're going to be left behind. Okay, take that how that resonates with you. It's not like, oh, like God's gonna just like, oh, well, do away, but it could be. It's literally how Spirit is explaining it to me. It's like either they catch up or they get left behind. Okay, this divine masculine is currently facing judgment. Okay, they're facing judgment. They're being forced to sit in this. So it's almost like the sap is twofold. The sap was the things that they were attached to, but there's also like a sappy energy that they're now attached to in regards to looking in the mirror. They're being forced to be attentive to their own needs. I keep using the word force, but that's just how it feels to me, guys. It's like the mask is being pulled away. Like God is literally pulling back the mask on who this person really thinks that they are. Whoever this is for, this is super deep, guys. This person is going through massive transformation, and it has taken them a long time to get here. They're showing me that this is the destroying angel. There's an angel of destruction that has come in, like blown through this masculine's life, pushing them to transform. But there's so much beauty in this because with justice and temperance here, there's such a grace to this. It's almost like Spirit is like, I'm trying to save you, right? They're sending an offering, sending support. Spirit is sending support and an offering to this person so that they can choose to resurrect. Now remember, we all have free will, so they can make a choice to not go along with this. But this person that I'm referring to, they're going along with this. They've gone through massive transformation. And I've heard that this has occurred only in the last couple of weeks, the last 2 to 3 weeks, that this person has gone through this massive transformation, okay? And it's taken a toll on them. So something happened, because they're showing me the Tower. Something happened with this Emperor energy. This Emperor, this masculine, thought that they had control of their lives. Okay? Again, they thought that they could carry on with life, doing it the old way. And the old way is not working. So Spirit is almost like detaching them from the old version of who they were so that they can have new opportunities presented with the feminine. And I don't know if this is someone that you already are connected to, like a past energy. It could be past life, whatever this energy, it could be new, whatever the energy is. This masculine has gone through a huge awakening with the Ace of Wands, the Chariot, and the Judgment card here. They've gone through a huge awakening. They've had an epiphany in regards to where they really truly need to invest their time, where they need to focus with the Chariot, right? They're seeing things clearly. And this has taken a long time. This has taken a long time. They've had to knock a lot of walls down, and they've had to put in a lot of work with this Knight of Pentacles in order to get them to this place. But with the Four of Wands here and the Magician, they're now ready to take action and move towards their divine feminine. And because they have done this, because they've put in this work, and divine feminines, if you're watching, I'm confident that you have gone through this exact same transformation. Because in order for you to align, you had to have. If you haven't gone through this massive transformation of dying to the old version of you and moving into a new version of yourself, or if you don't feel like you're in transition right now where you're kind of dying off, like it's almost like, imagine an ice pick is what they're showing me. So you have a big ice block, right? You're chipping away, which is knocking off and killing the old version of you. If you're not going through that right now, or haven't already, then this is not your reading. This is not your divine masculine, because you energetically need to match before you can come into alignment. And this divine masculine has put in the work. He has transformed. He's been in that chrysalis phase for a while. So this was not like just done over the last 2 to 3 weeks. What's happened is over the last 2 to 3 weeks, he's been getting these epiphanies. He's been becoming awakened to what he really is supposed to be doing with his life. That's where the eyes of mystery comes in. He has a deep knowing. He's not speaking it, nor is he saying it, because he's been sitting in the clouds with it, trying to avoid it. He's been in chaos within himself, his mind, his heart, and his physical body is even being afflicted by this, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. So he's been warring with himself and Spirit over the last few weeks as he's stepping into acceptance. And that's where this is right now. The divine masculine is now stepping into acceptance. He's starting to free himself from himself and regaining hope and excitement for what's to come. There are several ancestors who have been guiding this divine masculine, and this divine masculine is going to make a move towards you. The divine masculine has been seeing 1111, just like you probably have. Some of you have probably been seeing 333. He's been connected in ways that are unknown to you. And again, you would have already, or you are currently in the process of going through this just like him, if this is your reading. There's a burning away of the past. Ancestors are guiding you all to burn away the past so that you can allow the new to come in. This divine masculine can no longer be in control. He can no longer control his own life. He's now realizing that he needs to submit to a higher calling and a higher purpose, and that is with the divine feminine. That the union is what will allow you both to thrive and to accelerate. Because there's such a peace in regards to this reading. There's a peace here. There's a blessing and a gift in the tears that both of you have cried on your way to one another. And those gifts and those blessings, those tears that you guys cried, are going to exalt and promote you both, because you'll have the opportunity to support and assist others who are also on the journey. Now, I will tell you one thing. I have a lot of feelings about twin flames, so that's very interesting that Spirit would have me do a reading about a divine masculine, but I also want to just state that a divine masculine doesn't necessarily have to be a twin flame. That could be a soulmate, right? Twin flame unions typically call divine masculine feminine energy as such. However, this could simply be a soulmate that is coming into your life who has gone through massive transformation, because you two have a calling and something to share with others via your connection, okay? There's lots of good fortune and affluence in this relationship, okay? You guys will live a very comfortable life together, a very supportive life. There's a new moon in Cancer coming up on the 25th of this upcoming week, and this new moon card is here. I would expect transformation in this union around that time, okay? Between June 25th and I'm hearing Lionsgate, which I believe is like 8/8 of 2025, okay? So you have like a month and a half. I would, in the next 6 weeks, I would be expecting massive changes in regards to this relationship. And it is absolutely because you both have put in the work. So when I was explaining the divine masculine, I probably was explaining you as well if you're the feminine. Either way, this is absolutely beautiful. The masculine has struggled with confidence and esteem issues, challenges around whether or not he was worthy to have someone as phenomenal as the feminine. And the feminine has struggled with the exact same things, and you both are coming into agreement that this is exactly where you're supposed to be. You're both very, very, very deserving. Anybody who's gone through the hell in this reading is deserving of every good thing, okay? Because this reading, the energy is hell. I'm gonna tell you right now, this has been very, very, very difficult. Very difficult to overcome these barriers. To defeat the devil is a challenge, a super huge undertaking, okay? So both of you have put in the work, and because of that, there are gifts that will provide long-term stability, good fortune, affluence, and you will feel comfortable and supported, seen and loved as you very much deserve. I hope that this resonates. Thank you so much for watching. If it does, drop a sun emoji in the comments, or a rainbow, or anything else that you may want to say. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you around. Bye.